Hi, lovers. Welcome to Relationships and More. We're your hosts, Cam.
And Jay.
And tonight we will be discussing politics and how it affects our community. Yeah.
And what gets us on that topic?
So, Lil J here is having a battle with an individual.
I wouldn't call it a battle.
He's having a debate, some words with an individual on social media, in regards to Medicare and how it affects our community, and the upset state of mind that we're in right now in regards to what this country current president is trying to do in regards to cutting Medicare costs.
This comes by the, what is it called? The budget cuts for the year. So, in case you don't know, a president has to make like a budget cut for the entire year, which they give you a set amount of money and you go through and you do the budget for, how much money do you want to spend on education? How much money do you want to spend on Medicare? How much money do you want to spend on
warfare and
welfare and weapons and blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of where we was getting on. I was watching that video with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck. They were talking about the budget cuts and blah, blah, blah. And then there's another video that pops up and ABC presented it, and it was showing Trump signing some type of thing for the military veterans or something like that. And I was like, everybody's going around the room saying nice things about the president or whatever, shaking their hands. Very unurbanized type of thing, because I didn't see any black people, no Asian person. I mean, I may have seen an Indian or not, but I don't know. I can't just say, oh my God, that girl's Indian by just looking at her. So, they are all going around the room saying nice things, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, I've never met a president that cared more about their military branch and their military people than Trump. And I'm looking like, you mustn't see the budget cuts, because he's actually trying to cut Medicaid from a lot of the military veterans and stuff like that who are on Medicare.
In case you all haven't, in case you don't know this information, there are actually hundreds of millions of veterans that are actually on Medicaid.
Yes, it is. And so I go to the comment section. It's like a live feed of comment section where you go on there, and they're saying, and I just put down my comment, and I said exactly what I just said just now. I was like, but you're trying to cut Medicare for the people that are in the military. Mm-hmm. For the people that have been in the military for a long time, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So then this fucking raunchy ass hoe.
That dude is
this fucking raunchy ass bitch fucking comes up and she's like, how would you know? Are you on Medicare? And what else did she say? She said, and how does it affect you?
How does it affect? Like, she said, are you on Medicaid? Are you on Medicare? How does it affect you?
Right. That's what it said. And I said, what did I say? Did I say, I said, no, I'm not on Medicare.
But don't do your research. Ignorant,
but do your research. Mm-hmm. I just watched a meeting with Nancy Pelosi explaining the budget cuts. Mm-hmm. And that was on the budget cuts. The same thing that he said that he wanted to protect and have for the American people. He turns right back around, shoots the gun up in the air, and the fucking bullet comes right down and hits somebody. It hits the fucking citizens.
And then he said, like, they're actually cutting, like, almost $1 trillion.
Oh, yes.
Like,
I wish that I had another phone, because I would really pull it up on my phone so I could give accurate numbers. Because if it's one thing that I'm going to do here with politics, is at least give you accurate numbers. Because I definitely don't.
She said it was close to Trish. She was like 900 million.
But that was just for one specific thing.
Right.
But it's a lot of money. He cut down on education. He cut down on Medicare for for the soldiers. Well, he's cutting down on Medicare for the older people too.
For poor families and urban families like that are on TANF and
you just watched the video. I was just saying you just watched the
Yeah,
video.
yeah. TANF as well as food stamps and Social Security. Like, okay, so now that really kind of hit big home for me personally. I mean, I know I definitely have many more years before I even reach the age to be able to, you know, be applicable for Social Security income, but like my parents, you know, and other older people, like, who have worked their asses off for all these years so they can get some type of, you know, income coming in when they get older and unable to work, you know. And the fact that you would even dare, like, cut that out, I mean, there are so many people that are on that in that age range that have worked for 20, 30, 40 plus years expecting this, like, well, I finally get a chance to retire. The ones that don't have a retirement plan, like teachers or your big jobs where you have 6 figures and stuff like that. Other people that didn't have that chance but worked their behinds off all these years, it's kind of like, well, finally I get a chance to retire, and even with some of my retirement money I save, but I still have a check coming in because I still have bills to be paid that are coming in. Right. And the fact that you would take that away from a working American family, like, how dare you? Like, that is really stupid to me. And then the fact that you're taking away all of these other type of supplementary, you know, government-based, you know, aid, food stamps. I just realized, like I was telling him watching that video, I didn't even know that there are so many farmers out there that receive food stamps. Like, farmers that grow food. Like, you're finna cut all of that out. Like, that's crazy to me. And for me, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but for me, like, I feel like it's stupid. Like, these same people that were so for Trump and voting for Trump at the 2016 election, you don't even realize
you just spit in your own face.
Right. And you don't even realize, like, back then, I would hear some people was like, you know, well, of course, I'm a Republican, so of course, why wouldn't I vote for him? But you don't even realize whether you're a Republican or Democrat, bitch, if you're not rich, this is going to affect you as well.
Because that's the whole reason behind the plan, so he can give that 1% of rich people those tax cuts.
Exactly.
That's the reason why he's doing it.
And it's so stupid
Which
to me.
Which is very funny because he's actually a part of that 1%.
Of course.
Believe it or not.
No, I know.
Business.
But I'm saying it's stupid because it's just like, okay, 1% and the other 99%, we just gotta sit here and just suffer. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, it makes no sense that you're sitting here, you're awarding the people that have the money to pay taxes and still live their life and still go on 5 vacations a year.
And that's another thing I want to address where there's something where they were saying he's made so-so jobs. Yes, he's made so-so jobs, but what are the jobs paying?
Exactly.
That's the whole reason. And then I was watching him say to the black voters, what do you have to lose? Your schools are bad. You live in a bad neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. He was like, why don't you try something new? Well, let's say I did try something new in 2016. What have you given people from 2016 that they've carried all the way up to now?
Besides
they can say,
dick.
damn, Trump did that for me.
Besides dick.
Besides dick.
Exactly.
There's nothing that he's getting. You have not put big industrial companies in hoods or ghettos.
Or have made,
like
or instead of having all these damn projects that are ghetto, actually upgrade the community.
They don't believe that.
That's, of course.
They talk so much shit, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
They don't believe in half the shit they say.
That's what I'm saying. And this is why, like, I go back to, I kind of touched on it in one of my previous videos on my channel, but, like, as far as now going in after these past 4 years, it's kind of like voting now, I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, like more stuff than I was thinking about previously, as far as whoever is in the election, whoever is running. Not only like, okay, I see your proposal, I need to see the whole damn thing laid out. What is your proposal? What are your action plans? How is this going to affect us as a whole in the country? Is it going to put us back in a hole, which all these plans won't make sense? Or is this going to benefit us for the long run, long term? And then what are you going to do to make sure that this plan is being seen through and is going to continue to be seen through? Like, a lot of this stuff you have to really think about. It's like, and I'm going to be honest, he has actually opened my eyes up like these past few weeks as far as taking politics serious, more serious than I have, because I have been the type of person that's kind of like, I mean, I know this is really horrible for me to say, but I always kind of looked at politics as kind of boring. Like, just something that's kind of like, I'm not...
And if you are that type of person that look at politics as a boring, instead of seeing what you need to see, that's what they want you to think politics is boring. But when you start diving deep, some of the shit that they even talk about really gets your livelihood. It really has a lot to do with your livelihood. So if you think your livelihood, you think that politics is boring, you must think your livelihood is pretty boring too.
Literally, y'all, your life. I see. It's like my eyes have been open. And like I said, I still have to do better as far as keeping up with, a lot of the campaigns and, the new news pretty much. But like, still, I know enough now to like really be focused on like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude sound like his campaign, it sounds like, it's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But how is he or she gonna put that into effect? How is that gonna affect me? Is it gonna affect me long term in a good way? Or is it gonna last for a couple of years, fine, but then later on down the line some more BS, comes up? I mean, it's just, y'all, we have to wake up as a people. And also as a people, we also have to understand that we really need to figure out what can we do to vote. Because if y'all, especially Georgia, in case y'all did not know,
not voting.
And in case y'all did not know, they have things that are being passed that if you don't take advantage, they're going to strip you of being able to vote, period. So, like,
I don't know anything about that, so
yeah, they really are getting serious with that. Like, I don't have all of the actual details, but I know enough that if you don't take it seriously, if you don't follow up with anything that they send you as far as your registration to vote, if you don't follow up with them in the mail, if they send you something, then you could very well be stripping your rights to vote. And that is really sad, because if you get enough people that either don't vote or strip their rights to vote, and then of course we lost.
Not voting is just as good as voting for them. Yeah. Voting for the person that you don't want to win.
Right.
So that's why I'm taking the initiative. I do not want Amy in the White House. I do not want Amy in there. I do not want Pete Buttigieg in there. Mm-hmm. Who I want in there, honestly, I really wanted Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang had the best policies that I had seen. He wanted to fucking tackle climate change. He wanted to fucking give you $1,000 a month. He even had a whole mapped out plan on how he was gonna do that.
Right, and that's another thing, y'all, like, also just found out from this video that that video was this week, right?
Yeah.
So this week, Antarctica, y'all know what Antarctica...
What are you talking about?
The video that we were listening to.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, that's that video.
Pelosi?
Mm-hmm.
Pelosi, my bad. Antarctica, y'all do know what Antarctica is. Like, that's like cold, like supposed to be below zero. It was 64 degrees there, and I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell y'all how warm, or in that case down there, how hot that is when you're surrounded by ice. Now, I know some people may feel like, well, that's Antarctica, that's not here, that's like thousands of miles away.
Like
but
that. There's actually a city that they were saying is like somewhere out under the water. So the water is like, so the city's up like about this much. So the water is about here in the city. I don't know if you can actually see that. You see the difference between the hands. The water's like here in the city, and the more it melts and melts and melts, the higher the water goes.
But y'all do realize that's still part of the ocean. Y'all do realize, where do you think that water is gonna go?
And actually, like, there might be prehistoric diseases in that water that were meant to stay there. And now that they're thawing out, they fucking being washed all around the world.
Shit, are not
it's
just
real
diseases,
shit.
But shit, like prehistoric animals that we've never seen probably could be living there.
That could have caused the fucking coronavirus, which, again, another thing to talk about is the, he actually did budget
and that's another,
on the CBD.
The CDC.
CDC.
That's disease control, Center of Disease Control. And that, to me, I feel like, oh my gosh, you are killing your citizens. You're supposed to be the leader of this country, but you're killing us. I say that because y'all do realize that center is to control diseases that are being floating around in the air, people getting sick and everything like that, as far as research to find the cure. I mean, like, different strands of flu and everything. I mean, how do you think that we've gotten, like, the tetanus shot and the flu shot? They had to do research on it. So now that you're cutting all that money out of there, not just the coronavirus, but I'm pretty sure
from climate change as well.
Not just that, but I'm pretty sure there are other diseases floating around here that we probably don't know about.
And I seen something that was very ignorant the other day. It was talking about the coronavirus and blah blah blah. And I see some stupid ass bitch go down there in the comment section and they was like, well, that's what they get for eating all them bats and blah blah blah. I said, bitch, them people been eating bats if that is the case, bitch, some people been eating bats and all that other shit since the beginning of time. If I don't want to be fucking rude, because everybody don't eat, all of them don't eat it, but I'm just saying, the people who are eating the bats and blah blah blah, bitch, they been eating that shit since the beginning of time. And if it was something in it then, we would have been caught it.
So and on top of that, let's get into that, because I really have something to shut that completely down. Okay, y'all do realize it does not take a human eating bats, or it's an exquisite delicacy of eating bats droppings or whatever, what have you. You do realize that livestock that is over there, they eat the bat droppings, and then whatever eats that eats the livestock, and whatever eat the livestock, if it's not prepared correctly, that's how it gets around. Y'all do realize it's not just about eating bats. This shit travels. Have you not ever seen?
That was so ignorant.
Like, it was crazy. It makes no sense to say you shouldn't be eating bats. Like, it doesn't take you eating bats.
I just can't believe that person would even go off to even say anything like that. And really, bitch, I was like, girl, goodbye. I wanted to say something so bad, and I was just like, just let it go.
That was very
ignorant. It was very ignorant to say, well, that's what they get for eating bats. Well, it's not so funny when fucking Americans get attacked by it. That's the problem. We need to stop thinking of us, Americans, Russians, blah, blah, blah. Everybody needs to be
a unit.
Everybody needs to be together. That's the big issue. Nobody don't want to work together on everything. You know, some of these diseases we probably could have had the damn cure by now. One person got a piece of the puzzle, another one got
but greed and power stand in the way.
Y'all just so that shit pissed me off. And to think that that person would even say anything, I ain't trying to give no names or nothing like that.
But it's really crazy. So I'm not going to say that I'm just completely upset with that person to the point I'm just gonna beat their ass and just slap them across the face, because I can't scold ignorance. But what I can say is, if you don't know about something, please close your mouth. Because at the end of the day, this same thing you saying, well, they shouldn't be over there eating bats. How would you feel if something got in all of the livestock of chickens, and somebody from another country that is not really big on chicken, well, that's what they get for eating all that chicken, that processed meat, that processed food. Like,
now it's not such a big ass joke because
exactly.
everybody eating chicken.
Exactly. Y'all wouldn't like that, so don't do stuff
and I
like
hate
that.
And don't stereotype on stuff like that, because not all black people eat chicken. Not all Asian people eat cats and dogs.
Well, that's the
bats.
reason. That's why I didn't say black people. I just said,
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying
because I knew
take that stereotype off of that. That shit is so pissy.
Exactly. I actually like all types of food. I like Asian food.
And I like American fried food. Chicken.
Yeah, I don't even eat fried chicken like that.
Shit, he'll eat it if I cook it.
Here we go. But
you bitch.
But like, but honestly though, it's when you really think about it, and to be honest, you don't have to be a whiz in politics to know common sense.
Exactly.
Like, it's really, when you break it down, it's just pure common sense. And it's, like I said again, for me to have somebody that's considered a leader of the country that I live in, to know that you don't care about your country to the point where all of these things are happening, to the point where if this disease grows and if those laws get passed that the budget funding on, CDC is completely cut and we screwed, and can't nobody really do any research because we don't have no money to do research, and everybody gets sick here, all of that comes here. Do you not understand how many people with that? Right. The zombie apocalypse. It's stuff like this.
That'd be some type of shit that started a zombie apocalypse.
Would.
It's not funny, but
it really would, because
I think that, see, now that makes me want to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's what I'm talking about, where they was like, you know how in the Bible and all of that stuff they be talking about how the world will end in fire. I think the motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? They'd be like, oh, the world's going to end in fire. Hell, it's going to end in fire by us destroying it ourselves and not somebody else coming down and fucking tearing that shit up. Because shit, we already tearing it up.
But it's even revealed in the great book that we pretty much gonna do it. Like, shit, people,
we tear shit
sitting here killing each other, killing babies, murdering mothers, being disrespectful to your parents and your grandparents and to the elderly. It's just like all of it. Yeah, and
we completely sitting topic, which we're supposed to be talking about.
I mean, well, it ties in.
I mean,
when you think about it.
Because we were just talking about the disease and us destroying it ourselves we need to stop thinking about a lot of things as Democrats and Republicans. Democrats this, Republicans this. Yes, motherfucker. Some Democrats are very fucking annoying. And yes, sometimes motherfucking Republicans, it's like you can't tell them anything because they like, bitch, I believe only the facts that I want to believe.
Right.
But, I mean, we have to start working as a unit. There is no, just like Andrew Yang kept saying, he said, there is no left. There is no left. There is no right. Only forward.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the campaign so much, because it's like nobody else is pushing that message.
Right.
If only Bernie would take a little bit of that, if there is no left, there is no right.
But you heard what I said, though. Like, it would be so epic if, being the fact that Andrew has, like, dropped out or whatever, it would be so epic if him and Bernie work together.
That would be a awesome collab. And let me tell you why, because both of them have that good mindset, and both of them had very similar thing.
And it's about the policies. People. It's about the people as a unit, as a whole. It's not about separating. And this is why I say slavery still exists. Slavery doesn't have to necessarily be and just like
well-paid
blacks
slave is
and
still a
whites.
slave.
Right. Like it still exists, like segregation still exists because we are separating ourselves from each other. When we don't even realize us being united together, we as a country stand stronger.
You know
have you ever seen Russia just against each other like that?
I mean,
I know they
don't
got
watch Russia stuff.
I don't either, but I'm just saying, like, you don't really hear nothing like in the news or anything like where they just so against each other the way that we are. This is supposed to be the land of the free. It's supposed to be so many opportunities over here, but yet we are so separate from each other.
The land of the free, but you say the wrong thing, bitch, and you'll lose your job.
Right.
But if you protest for something actually worth protesting for, you lose your motherfucking job.
Right.
But whatever.
This the land of the free, but we in debt. This
It's
still
so
sounds
sad
slave to me.
I seen something on Facebook, which, you know, sometimes you can't trust everything on Facebook, but it was like some people in what was it? It must have been Idaho or Utah. They were sending their patients to Mexico to get cheaper prescription. They say a lot of that aspirin and a lot of that stuff is sold over the counter at like Mexico and stuff. Only America is really greedy on that.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it,
if he don't win this time, I might be really considering leave.
Even though we have a lot of good resources, but for the resources that we get from other countries, I mean, yeah, they have those particular resources and they're not greedy. That's the thing. They're not greedy about it. Like that's America's problem. It's gotten to the point over the years it's too greedy. You're thinking about just yourself.
But that's politics. That's why I say be very conscious on who you vote for, because just who you vote can be the same person that pull your motherfucking ass under. Like, yeah, you were with me, you with me to the end. It is the end.
As Trump supporters.
No comment.
As I stated towards the beginning of this podcast, whether you Republican, liberal, or whatever, Democrat, whatever, at the end of the day, or liberal.
You said it wrong. It's Democrat, Republican, and Independent. That's how you correctly say it.
You can say liberals too. But regardless of whatever you are, I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't have the money, if you're not rich like that, it's still gonna affect you.
Now, the definite candidate for me that I'm really looking into is Bernie Sanders. Because Bernie is gonna tear that ass up, and he's gonna let you have it.
Well, I really hope he does. Like, my thing,
I need to look more into his policies. I know he wants Medicare for all and something to do with the student debt. I would love to see somebody come out and say something about raising minimum wage.
Right. And then on top of that, like, what kills me is how America, in order for you to survive, in order for you to get a really good job, good career, you have to
full time.
You have to go to me. I was finna say you have to go to college. You have to have a degree. So my whole thing. But my whole thing is this: you're saying that we have to do all this to be successful, but yet you make it so hard to go to school because it costs so much.
And then you have to be very cautious on what thing you pick, because in about 7 years you got to think, is that shit even gonna be around? Gonna be
right? And it's like, you know, it's like people keep pressuring you to go to school. You have to do this, you have to do that, because you have to make money, you have to do this. Well, what about the ones of us that went to school but we didn't get a chance to graduate? Now we really can't get a career like that, because not only do we not have a degree, but now we have to pay back all that money that was invested into it. So it's just like, again, it's just like, it almost feel, and then for the future generation or the current generation, it's just kind of like, well, because you're the current generation. Like, really? How do you expect me to want to go to school if I got all this like around me, like, dang, my boyfriend's student debt, or I know people that like got a lot of debt in regards to going to school, and it's crazy. And it's like the hassle of every. I mean, like, I understand. My hat goes off to people like my best friend. I know there are plenty more people that have gone through this, but my best friend, she's a teacher. All these programs that she's put herself through to obtain all these type of degrees and stuff, like how hard she fought with a child. You know what I'm saying? So kudos, my hat goes off to her, as well as many other countless individuals that have still made it. But at the same time, it's like, I just feel like it's just crazy to me that not only do you have to maintain working hard in school, but in order to keep up with, okay, I know I got to pay this back, but I know I still got to get another degree so I can make more money. So I still have to apply for all these to go back to school and have to do all this extra stuff and still keep my focus in school. That is a lot to do.
And then even when you do get the job, everybody telling me something, we want more experience. We want more experience. I can't have experience if you never gave me the chance.
Thank you. And what kills me even more than that? You're overqualified. What the hell?
Which means we don't want to pay you what you're worth. That's what that means.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's crazy to me.
You've been told you're overqualified?
That I can recall, no. But it's happened to my dad.
So he has not been cleared.
It's happened to my dad. Right.
So was he cleared?
Has he not been cleared?
It was, has he been cleared? Was he cleared before you got there? Has he been cleared?
Has he been cleared?
If you don't know what we're talking about, it's the, what is it? The general attorney and Camilla Harris. Am I saying her name right? Camilla Harris? Kamala? I think it's Kamala. Something
Ms.
like
Harris.
that. Miss Harris, honey, she was giving the Attorney General the business
Completely.
in this thing. I guess he was.
I felt the
they had him
man's
on
foot
trial for a kind of
obstruction.
It's not kind of. It is obstruction of justice by letting someone go free off of a case and not looking at the evidence in the case that did say quite clear.
Being the fact that you're the general and this is a big case and they're depending on you to make the final decision instead of reviewing all of the evidence yourself, you're deciding to base your decision based on what word of mouth what somebody under you says.
No, it was the detailed description. The detailed.
Oh yeah, the description. That's instead of reviewing the information yourself.
Yeah, that was I don't understand that.
What you don't? What?
I was talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. We were talking about the same thing.
No, I'm saying,
I don't understand how you could let someone go.
Right.
And that's what she was saying. It was like, what is it called? Favor of interest.
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. That was really like a big part of conflict of interest. Nobody gonna know what the hell we talking about, so we might as well move on to something else.
Yeah. Well, basically, I mean, again, at the end of the day, I just hope that this podcast reach more than the typical like number of views and plays that we've gotten, so everyone can be aware of how important this election is and how important that it is to really think about your life long term as far as based on my decision to vote or not to vote and who to vote for. How is this really gonna make an impact on my life for long term? Like, am I gonna have to worry about, I can't even leave my own house without getting sick and being incurable? You know what I'm saying? Or am I have to worry about living on the streets because I ain't got no job or I don't have enough money to keep up with my bills?
And now that you're talking about being incurable, let me see, I think they said about 300 people have died from the coronavirus.
Like, that's insane.
There was like 16 Americans infected by coronavirus.
And that's...
everybody that they came into contact with had to actually be quarantined.
And I just realized that's another...
when you get quarantined.
Probably not. But that's another thing that I'm concerned about is this situation is a problem. It's problematic of the fact that this president is trying to cut funding for CDC research and development and everything, trying to find cures and everything at the same time that we having this big epidemic going on.
And another thing that she said that he was trying to cut is clean renewable energy, which is basically like I don't know, fucking water windmills.
Right, to conserve the to conserve the lifetime of, clean water and resources.
That up, that's a whole nother thing with the climate change.
And not only the climate change, and I don't know if y'all are aware, but y'all do realize that all of this goes hand in hand as far as we got this big epidemic going on about this coronavirus. Y'all do realize when it doesn't have any control, just one day it's completely cold, one day it's completely hot, one day it's in between, and it get really... Y'all do realize that our bodies are very susceptible to getting sick from all that.
Go ahead now, don't play.
Has he been cleared? But like, we are very like, our bodies cannot just, like, our bodies will be like, what the hell is going on? So with all of that going on,
increases the risk of you getting very sick.
That's what I'm saying. So being the fact that coronavirus right now is very, like, you're definitely likely to get it by touch.
Imagine
what do you think all this climate change and not being under control is gonna become, like, through the air, airborne?
Imagine if somebody with coronavirus died at sea and they fucking washed up on the water. Now everybody touching him. Sir, you okay? Bloom, bloom, bloom. That's 5 people right there, because all of the damn lifeguards is going to come over.
I have an even better one
for you. And then call the police, blah, blah, blah. They touch him, try to see if there's anything wrong. They got it too.
I have an even better one for you. What if someone with the coronavirus disease falls into a pool of water, so to speak, but that particular type of water is where our drinking water source comes from?
Now that reminds me of Crazy 8s, the
Crazies. No, this reminds me of cabin fever.
Cabin fever, their skin was falling all off.
But I'm saying it reminds me of that because at the end, when the guy ends up getting it himself and he's, they kill him. He falls in that lake, which is their source of water. All that water travels into their water system, and then they pack these water bottles.
That movie was so cheesy.
But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. That's why I don't trust fucking Deer Park water, bitch.
But I'm just saying, like, that can happen with all of this going on, and it's just like, it just seems like we're just cool with, well, shit, it ain't happened to me yet, so I really don't care. Like, this
it's all fun and games until it happens to your mama, your grandmama, and your children.
Right.
That's what I keep telling people. Take this shit serious.
We need to be more than active. We need to be proactive. We need to be well aware of everything that's going on, and we need to, like, plan ahead. Just like you said, Andrew Yang said, we need to push forward, not left or right.
He said there's no left or right. Just
oh, God. I'm so sick of you.
You fucked it up. I'm so sorry. You got
no. See, in this prime example, instead of you being on, like, getting the picture, you know what I'm trying to say. You're trying to correct me.
But you need to say it correctly, so that way people can know.
They know.
Yes, he said blah, blah, blah.
They know.
Because somebody else in there probably did the same thing with me. Hey, high five.
You see how you was high-fiving them and being against me? We're not about being against each other.
Here we go.
Unity, that's what we're talking about.
Your balls is what we talking about.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anyway.
Bitch. Let's lighten it up. Let's give some good news.
What is good news? What good news do you have? Besides that I'm hungry and it seems like you hungry and it seems like that you need to be cooking this chicken.
Sir, quiet.
Has he been cleared?
Good news is we're getting married. I'm just kidding. Somebody probably said, oh my God. No, we're not. We'll have a whole podcast talking about our life expectancies and things like that maybe next time.
Yeah.
But we just gonna lighten it up real good. Honey, we was at...
Are you excited about our event?
No.
That's coming up this week. Why not? Aren't you excited?
I know. I really didn't originally want people to come over here, but it was your idea, so I just went along with it.
But I really would want you to be excited. I mean, I would hope that it would have the same impact.
I know, but I don't like people like that.
But I hope it would have the same impact on you as it did me when all 4 of your friends were over here. Excuse me, 3.
My friends are very cool.
That's your
They're
opinion.
very likable.
That's your opinion.
So they're not like...
I didn't say they weren't. I'm just saying, like, I want you to give that same respect and that chance when my friends and our mutual friends come over for this party.
Our friends are bringing people that I don't know. Let's say that.
Okay, I don't know
Faith. Just make it
Faith.
look like I'm an asshole.
I didn't know Faith.
You don't know Faith.
Right.
Because Faith don't be with them like
exactly.
that. But Faith, you found out that Faith was a very
so
damn
you
thing.
can find out the same thing.
You need to listen to what I'm saying. Your friends are straight females. They are bringing straight men. Well, straight men. As far as to my knowledge, straight males.
Go ahead and get it out so I can correct you.
Mm-hmm. And you know that ordeal with the straight males over here. Mm-hmm. So you already know how it is. I'm already up on my guard when it's males over here. Mm-hmm. That's why I was glad that you sent out that motherfucking message. You make sure that them bitches is open to our orientation, cause bitch, when you walk in that motherfucking door, it's a whole nother thing.
Right.
It's a ting of all teens.
So what you talking about?
What?
So where are you?
I'm trying to make sure that they motherfucking come in this bitch respectful. And that's why I don't like when there be too many people over here, because, bitch, it's too many auras to read at once.
So, number 1.
Here you go. You about to go ahead and shut me down because of what I said.
No.
But that's just very...
But listen, okay.
That's with every damn straight guy.
But listen, though, babe, see, the thing about it is, number 1, I highly doubt that any straight guys will even come over here. Key is bringing her girlfriend. Tasha can't make it.
But you didn't tell me that.
I'm telling you now.
Why Tasha can't make it?
Because she got something planned with her man. It was another girl that we are really cool with by way of Tasha's sister. She can't make it because she has to work. So pretty much the only people that are going to be over here are going to be Amisha, Key, her girlfriend, and Quisha.
Key ain't got no girlfriend.
Yes, she does.
No, they not. They not together.
That ain't what I heard.
Well, that ain't what I heard either.
We'll talk about that off
we
camera.
Ain't gonna tell all that
but anyway.
Look, we ain't gonna tell all that business. Come to the after show.
Anyway, Amisha doesn't even have a boyfriend.
Who the fuck is Amisha?
Misha.
Oh.
So basically, again, it's pretty much gonna be it's a get together, but at the same time, it's more.
I'm not rude. It was on the fucking FaceTime.
Now, first off, as y'all see, my voice has been completely mellow. I hadn't raised it at all or anything. Y'all see how he make being all loud on me?
That's why I ain't cooking your, food.
Okay, well, if you don't want to cook and then you call me a female dog, but okay. It's all good. No, get off me. Don't touch me.
You know what? Be a
I don't
nice
want you to
Valentine's
touch
Day
me.
gift.
I don't want you to touch me.
You give me $35.
Yeah, for a game. Or for something for you.
I would have gave you something. What you want?
I just want to have you, and I just want you to be happy. I want us to have a lovely time
happy.
with our friends. I want us to have a lovely time with our friends, which I don't even understand. Like, so even when I had my housewarming, so you didn't have fun?
I had fun with them, but that was when we went downtown, and I really could be cool.
So my thing is,
I have to keep my guard. My thing is, with straight males being around.
I was finna say.
Go ahead. Shit,
My
I was
thing
just
is
saying.
this,
Yeah, so
my-
that way
listen.
you know. Go ahead.
You keep interrupting me. Are you sure I can go?
Bitch, that's why when you start, I'm gonna talk over you.
See, because you rude like that. You are a rude individual.
Okay, I'll be that.
Anyway, being the fact that I already know your history with male straight people, and I get that, but the same way that I ended up understanding where you were coming from in the environment that you put me in over to your grandmother's house.
Don't even
the
fucking.
same.
This is not even the same shit.
Can I please talk?
Okay, go ahead.
The same way you should know that I understand your situation and I would not put you in a predicament where you would have to be uncomfortable around individuals that feel some type of way around you because of your orientation. The same way that you had fun when I had my housewarming.
After
is the
I was
same,
intoxicated.
The same way you would have fun here. Meaning the same people that came over here that I made sure would not disrespect you. Even better for you.
Even better for me. You can fucking leave the room. This is an all-female party. My thing is with the males, not with the females.
So again, I ask, why wouldn't you have a good time?
When you listen to what the fuck I was telling you, that was when fucking Tasha was coming over here with her nigga. This is a whole nother thing.
But even with
I don't know how nobody else niggas operate. I only know how mine operate. You sitting right.
But guess what though? The same way with your grandmother's house, I didn't know how those other people operated either.
You know how they operate.
No, I didn't at the time. But you still trusted and you knew that they wouldn't do nothing.
So what you
So
want
the
to say?
same way that I'm telling
now I'm
you,
gonna ask you this.
that if Tasha and her man came over here, trust me enough that I wouldn't have you in a situation that he would be. I don't know about this, bro. Like, I ain't with that gay shit. He's completely cool. I would not put you in that situation. But you not listening to what I'm saying. I wouldn't put you in that situation. I wouldn't put you in that situation, though, is what I'm telling you.
So, with that being said, now that I can answer my question, how would you feel if I left you in the room now with those same individuals?
I mean, now that I wouldn't be as upset as I was before, I actually probably wouldn't be upset at all. Like, I mean, I got to kind of know them, and again...
Hell, they staring, I would have said, hello, how are y'all? But me and you are two different people.
Exactly.
I'm a very... What's up, bitch?
And the other difference, I know that's your family. Even though you don't care.
You took me to a whole family event with your family.
But you wouldn't own that on your foot what, bitch? That's what I'm telling you. You would be that type if they looked at you and staring like, I don't, like, okay, hey, how you doing? I'm not that type because out of respect, it's your family.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, what's up, bitch?
That's what I'm telling you.
But you know, I'm saying that if they're looking at me rudely, as if I'm just like some disease walking around.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
That would be an issue.
Now, if it would have been an issue, and I would have politely excused myself, and I would have been like, either Jay, it's time to go, or I'll be waiting in the car. I'll pick you up later or something.
That wasn't that type of ordeal.
I know.
And
I'm
I
saying
definitely
if it was.
corrected them.
Right.
But you already know how I go.
I understand.
But I'm saying, even if it was your family, vice versa, if you would have left me somewhere and some bitch get real snappy with me, You already know how I am. I can't control what the fuck I motherfucker say. If a bitch gets snappy, they just get snappy.
But that's what I'm telling you, and that's why, because I know how you are, I wouldn't even leave you in that type of situation.
If a bitch gets snappy with me, ho, they already know what the fuck the deal is.
So now that you know that, for the most part we kind of got an idea of who's coming to the soiree, the little get together, or whatever. Are you excited now?
I don't have no issue with it, but I need to know who the fuck Kiana bringing. Who the fuck Kiana bringing?
Friend.
I don't know them, so therefore I'm going to be studying her the whole night.
That's fine, but what I'm telling you is I am not going to bring anybody over here that's going to be disrespectful or to make you feel some type of way. So now when I see how he does me,
no, I fucking put the camera on you because you want to act like a damn showstopper. So I'm gonna give you the damn show.
No, I'm just letting you know. Now see, it's crazy how when he gets me and puts me in line is yeah, that's what I thought.
Is it okay,
but when he can't get nothing else, no, it's not okay. You see what I'm saying? When you get shut down, it's a whole either let's change the subject or Bravo Cam, get your 50 cent in or whatever.
No,
it's all
no,
like that. No, it is. Instead of just saying,
I let you go off on this fucking politics thing. Politics are my thing, not necessarily yours.
You just
but I was so happy. You were leading. So therefore, okay, listen to what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay.
You fucking interrupted me.
I'm listening. Because what you're saying, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. The only reason why I lit is because you told me to.
I said, well, he's gonna be doing majority of the lead. But when it was, sometimes I'd be like, damn, I want to jump in and say something before he go off to the next thing. But I don't do that because I don't want to be interrupted while I'm in my train of thought. And I'm thinking that you're the same way as well, which is true. He don't want to be interrupted while he in his train of thought, because then he gonna say, damn, what the fuck was I gonna say?
Well, see, my mind is older than yours, so, like, I'm kind of in this state where, I can be forgetful sometimes. I gotta hurry up and get it out.
I still be thinking about 23 things at once. That's why my brain used to be so scrambled when I was young. Now I know how to really operate it, but sometimes my motherfucking mouth be moving slower than the words in my head.
I told you that.
I mean, I knew that before you said that.
I know.
But
I'm just saying, it goes to show you that I know you.
What you know, Craig?
I know your birthday is March 26th. I'm not going to say the year because they don't need to know all your personal information.
They can know.
Your favorite color is mint green.
That you know that through the damn game we did.
Your favorite color is mint green. You love pizza or whatever. You can cook. You love your grandma. You love your mama. You don't really like
favorite
your
family
brother.
Member.
I would say your grandma.
Yes. I love my mom, but like my grandma, well, she definitely has to help me down.
Yeah. You love your sister. You love your brother, but you get. You and your brother bump heads
so
a lot.
Stupid. That's why.
Don't say that.
How can motherfuckers say that it's my brother, but there no other bitch?
And that's the craziest thing about him and about a lot of people is they can go back and forth like they are freaking complete enemies, like strangers. But if somebody else come for them, it's a wrap. Especially with this one.
Burrito.
Especially with them. I think he'd do the same thing for me too. As far as like, no matter if we,
I ain't
argue
play that
and
shit,
stuff,
especially
but
when we
like,
was at the club, but that's a whole nother thing. I said we were gonna lighten this up and doing the last
look, y'all, we can like kind of finish this one on to another podcast or whatever, but y'all, man,
bitch, don't eat
club though, bro. Like that jump was straight funny, y'all. Like
that was not funny because I was like, who is this?
Like seriously.
No,
I just found I found it so hilarious.
It was not fucking funny.
It was funny.
I thought I seriously had disrespected you. That's why I fucking. It's okay. Next time, if I'm just having fun, and I'm just say fuck it.
And remember, you have fun, that means I can have fun too. Don't be trying to fight when somebody's trying to dance with me, but it's okay for them to dance behind
They
you.
better not motherfucking be touching all over you.
They ain't.
You know what I'm talking about, all of that.
Oh, they are not going to do that.
All of that. I'm trying to see what the
Now that's the thing. Now that's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people.
Because I know how you are.
I know a lot of people can't, like, do that whole, you know, go to the club with your significant other and everything because of certain situations. But for me, I just feel like when you're with someone that you totally trust, it don't matter. I like to go out to have fun with him. Because for one thing, we both love to party and like to dance. That's the thing. Like, with me, I love to dance. So if I feel like I'm in an environment where you just sitting down just chilling and I'm just like, oh, I want to dance. You like, well, go ahead over there and dance. If you want to dance, I'll be over here. That would kind of make me feel some type of way. Huh?
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm saying that would kind of make me feel some type of way because I'm just like, well, the whole point of us going out is for both of us to have fun, to turn up. So, but of course, he doesn't have that problem. Like, we be turning up and just being happy. And I mean, and it's like, we're secure enough in our relationship that we can, like,
dance at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
Yeah, and we can scope, you know, people out like, dang, you know, he was sitting there, dang, he was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do stuff like that.
What the fuck this bitch got on? And then when a nigga started twerking, I was like, damn, I thought he was Trey. That bitch said, oh, it's okay. I said,
They be fooling. I'm trying to tell
I was shaking my head. I'm talking my ass was fat and all.
But I like
this is a whole nother thing.
I love it though. I love it. When you can, you know, use what you got to
Bitch, I'm dead. You see how I died on this bench?
And came back to life.
You have to chill out, cause honey, you fucking lean back too far on this bitch and you'll end up in that fucking wall. I hope somebody done did something
real story.
when they come over.
True
here.
Story.
We can play some Uno when they come over.
Yeah.
If we ain't playing Uno, fuck it.
Well, I think we can.
You know, we can play a board game too.
I think we can play Uno, but I also want to like get like to the, you know, the purpose of what is like really about. Like for me, the reason why I wanted to have this get together is to kind of, like I told you before, to kind of get other perspectives of being in a relationship and what it means to other people, like besides us, and what they feel versus what we feel. Like, what do they feel comfortable with, what they can do versus what we feel comfortable with.
That's a whole nother thing, though.
I mean, well, we can get insight. We can, like, just see how they feel about it. I'm not saying that to say that we're gonna do it, but I'm just saying we can get insight on how they. We got
past people though. If y'all don't know what that is, past people mean people that you get a pass for. So hell, I don't know.
Right,
Who's
but
your past person?
but no,
they celebrity people,
right,
not no average regular people.
But I'm saying, like, we can get insight. Like, I mean, cause I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, how I feel now may not necessarily entirely be how I feel in 5 years or a few years. So I want to get all, you know, different perspectives as much as I can on certain things.
And with that being said, thank y'all so much for watching. This podcast can be found on Anchor, Spotify, Radio Box, and a few other places. Also, this visual version will always be put on YouTube because that's the only place to really put it.
Right, and it's our channel, which is the Jam Couple !
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to keep us relevant, if we can do that, and just, you know, just keep us fucking going, cause.
Yeah. So definitely please like, comment, subscribe. I have my own YouTube channel. Cameron Honey, he has his own Jay's Rainbow. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all so much. And we'll talk to y'all later.